Right. So, got a little repair I need to do today. Actually, I hope there's sound because I can't be arsed fixing it if there's not. But little repair I need to do. These guys have been my... I use them every day, and one of the headphones just died. So I have a bunch of spares, so I'm going to do a repair. That's yourself. Hey, good dreams. Right, so I will do some. I'm going to do some. I'll have a quick look at the 4060 and the TF-MSX. But first of all, I got to fix my headset. So let's see if we can get a crotch shot. And let's see. Here we go. Right, let's get going. So what happens with these guys is that they tend to blow these drivers, and actually, I think I've got a set from me and a set for my wife, and I had a set of these. I had a set from. I had an original set, and the headphones went. I bought another set, and I used to use them for traveling because I was doing a lot of miles on aeroplanes and what have you. But the one on this side has gone, and I'm going to take it off and replace it. So what I did was I eventually fixed the first set once I figured out how. So now I have two of them, but this one went last night. So yeah. So it's pretty easy. You take this off. There is a couple of screws that I think are in here. If I can just find them. God, my eyes are getting worse. Man, these are actually filthy. Look at that. Let's give this a bit of. Let's get rid of the filth. Let's get rid of the filth. I'm surprised it's quite so dirty. Actually. I've got some cotton buds. Thanks. Doing the dirty laundry in public. So I'll fix these. I'm gonna do a TF-MSX little fix, and then I'm gonna have a look at the 4060. And tomorrow I plan to stream looking at the 4060. I promised I would take a look at. I promised I would take a look at something for Eric. He is getting a hang on his driver. Research. Oh, look at the filth. Look at that filth. So let's have a look. So yeah, continuing just to get on with things. I'm pretty tired tonight, so I'm hoping to get through what I've said I get through, but let's just get rid of all that filth. Otherwise it'll fall into the new driver, and actually the filth might be the reason why it decided to die. So I need to look for the screws in here. Is that a screw? Oh god, don't tell me I can't find the screws. There is two screws in here. Or is it on the other side? So that's that. You sent them in and they replaced them without an issue. I had a different experience with them, and to be honest, they are actually pretty easy to do. Except I'm totally failing at it this time. So let me have a quick look and see if I can find the screws. There's a screw, and there's a screw. Right. So it's actually, I really think I'm needing glasses now. So there's a screw here. I got these in 2016, so I think they're long out of warranty. So I wouldn't call them excellent audio headphones, but what I think they are is really good headphones for traveling in. And really good sort of Really good headphones for, how to put it, just for listening, just for watching YouTube. And like this set, I think I got through the pandemic with, you know, the. Oh yeah, I completely am laughing at you for leaning glasses, Ollie. I am, and if I'm honest, it's the thing I'm most vain about. You know, I'm not generally a vain guy. I don't have smart clothes, or and I don't wear fancy shoes or anything like that. But I am really vain about glasses. So it's probably my only serious vanity thing. Oh God. Yeah, but it suddenly hit me in the last year, where I'm pretty sure I need glasses now, at least for sort of this kind of close up work. They're not audiophile, but they are good and just good. I like the noise cancelling bit, especially what I find is for something when you're on a plane for. When you're sitting on a plane for, I think as I was doing at the time, 16 to 24 hours, the difference between having these and not having these is pretty big. So let's see, 10 years to accept. Chucky's saying it took him 10 years to accept, yeah, glasses is a good idea. I only noticed any issues in the last year at all, and I'm 44, so judge as you wish. It helps if you actually attack the one that you're taking the screws off, Stephen. Right, let's get these screws in there. Yeah, I'm really vain about glasses. I had way better than 20. Well, we don't use 20/20 in the UK. It was 6/6 vision is perfect vision in the UK, but what I had was I had 6/5. I had better than 20/20 vision in one of my eyes, and 6/6 right up until right up until my last aviation medical, and it all went downhill. He got his eyes lasered 20 years ago. See, I didn't need anything. It's just really recently. So the next thing to do here is I've taken the screws off both sides. It took me a second to find them. There's one there and there's one there, and I was being really slow about getting them off. What I need to do now is I need to disconnect these two, and I need to keep a note that the red is north. Otherwise, when I put them back on, the noise cancelling will become noise enhancement. So I am just going to, red plus, I'm going to keep a note of that, red plus. Just write that down on something. This should be a quick repair. Right, red plus, and I'll desolder these guys. The iron should be warm. And what you really need for this repair is just a bit of Copydex. Right, so that's that off. Now I need a little bit of the hot air gun, but I don't want it on full hot air. I want it at about 150, like really hot here. Retrospective. Hello, Duncan. Right. Sorry, I wasn't really planning on this tonight, but it's kind of like I want to get my headphones working, so so what I need to do now is just melt the glue that's in there. Find something that will help me pry. Yeah, that'll do. So just melt the glue here. It's not so much watching paint dry as glue melt. Hi Fiona. My Fiona says thank you very much for the recipes and you can come and stay anytime. Too many Fionas. I think that's ready to go yet. Let's see if that is working. Warm enough. Come on. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. Any EcoCard Amiga 500 PCB things around? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. That needs a wee bit more heat on that side. All right. That'll do. And then we'll need to do the same for this guy down here. Let's see it so you guys can see it. Kilo Alpha Sierra. Hi all, hi Stephen. Hi Kilo Alpha Sierra. So we're doing this headphone repair first, and then when we're done with that, I will have a look at the TFMSX, because I had a thing that Ollie and I spotted when I was in Ireland last week. we go. Come on, you bugger. There we go. There we go. So yeah, it's one of these. I have a spare. There it goes. So I'll just clean this guy a wee bit first. This popped up. I was literally about to update your TF1260. Okay, so I got a couple of things to say about the TF1260, right? It was brought to my attention that there are people who will not update their TF1260 because the version as posted on the Exos forum is alpha. Let me just speak to the nature of that alpha. It was alpha in Christmas 2021. Everybody has been testing it for over a year. There's been very few issues reported. I mean, far less than the original firmware. And I would call it, at least, very least, I think I would call it the current stable. It's just, when I released it, I didn't want to give people the impression, especially just before Christmas, that I was giving them something that was going to be perfect when that was not the case. So, hey Vampire. So, yeah, so on the TF1260, if you're watching this and you're thinking, why I don't want to install alpha firmware. Well, every firmware is alpha until it's been tested thoroughly. And the one that's currently out there has now been tested to death. So go ahead, update, enjoy. Right, that looks like I got most of the filth out of there. So what have I been doing today? I've been digging in the basement. I helped the electrician wire the attic, which meant some stuff can go up to the attic. Right, so you can just sit over there for a second. Oops. And what we need to do is desolder these guys. So just put that on camera so that I can see it. Does the alpha change the CPU? You tried the alpha, Duncan. You came and you brought it back. You didn't like it. So you know, I don't know what to say to you. I want to say something insulting, but I'm too tired. Yeah, so today I did the attic, sorted the attic out. It's been a bit of a long slog on the attic front because it's just been, I think the joiner that's been here working on it has been working on it since November. He says he's expecting a council tax bill at our house because he's been living here, he's been working here that long. He's done a great job. He's done an absolutely fantastic job. Let's not beat around the bush. He's done an absolutely fantastic job. I'm just going to do this on the microscope because those connectors are quite fiddly. Let's see if I can get the microscope up. No. Microscope is being sulky. This won't take long enough for this anyway, so maybe get that going in a second. Yeah, that means your CPU sucks. Is that a Rev 1? If it's a Rev 1, you're not going to get more than... I mean, I'm absolutely balls to the walling everything, so another cards aren't going to balls to the wall them quite as much as that, so it's probably the reason. Jesus. I seem to have lost all of my dexterity there all of a sudden. Here you've no dexterity, father. There we go. One there in. I'm just going to make that one slightly better. I'll try and get the microscope cam working in a second. So, there we go. Let's solder it on. F a second there. I assume during the summer the workspace is nice and cool. It is actually okay in the summer. But the problem with the summer is it's the summer and you don't want to be in... Who wants to be sitting inside doing soldering and stuff in the summer? You know, it's... Let's see. Just checking that everything will line up in this position. It will. Right, so we take this out, and what we need to do is put the rubberized glue in here now. So this is the Copydex. Unlike the meat locker on the other side of the door. Retrospective has actually been down here. He's been down here, but you've not been down here since I've started digging it out. So, I spunked all over my Bose headphones. Jesus Christ. Right, I need to go and get something I need to go and get a towel to wipe it up. God almighty. That was stupid. That's the worst of it. Not rehearsed at all, of course. There we go. Spunk free zone. Right. What was I doing? I was going to get a bit of this, hook it in there, and then just go around the edge of this. Bit messy, but drop it in place. Terrible spunk, yeah. That was a terrible spunk. Jesus. I'll get Grand Theft Audio for that. Jesus. Right. And let me figure out what I did on there. So I think that's probably good enough. I don't care about this guy being glued down, to be honest. I think that's a bit overkill. So I'll get a couple more of those. Holy shit. My eyes are really going. I really need it. I think it's probably hubris for laughing so hard at Ollie for the glasses. I really was taking the mick out of Ollie for the glasses when I was over last week. Spunk, yeah. It's pretty much. Right. Split those guys. My dungeon is possessed. I don't know. I really wanted to have something like, call the channel something like MS6 Dungeon or something like that, but it's a bit corny. Or have a second channel called MSX Dungeon, MSX Dungeon. But yeah, corny. Not sure why, but these do not reach. Right, that's... I took a note of it. It was red negative. Oh, it's going to be cold. Come on. Where's my flux? Sorry about this. 90s Gaming Magazine asks BD MSX. Okay. You guys. One simple solder connection and we're done. So okay. Technically this should work. Let's see if it blows up. I know actually this is what you all watch for, is for me to blow stuff up. And I've generally disappointed over the years in that regard, so I'll stick this into the microphone. You'll probably get a clunk. I just killed that, so that died completely when I plugged that in. Okay, that is actually working. It killed the podcast, the Rode Podcaster when I did that. I have no idea why. I have no idea what happened there. Let's go. Something's gone weird with my sound, and I've not even got the headphones plugged in anymore. That is weird. Oh. I think I know what's going on. Yeah, that'll do. There we go. Right, so this is working. I'll just screw this back together and we're good. And we can go on to the MSX. Fuck's sakes. Whew. So, screwing this in. Bit of screwing. There was a bit of spunk. Yeah, there was a bit of screwing. What would it be like without stupid jokes on stupidity? I don't think I could get through the day. So that's that, and then these guys go off. It's back on. Gadget, you take your time. Vampire, ease up on the dad jokes. I mean, there's dad jokes and then there's dad jokes. I'm not saying stop them. I'm just saying scale them back a little bit. Right, so that's that. Left, right, and I managed to spill lots of lovely isopropyl alcohol all over that. That will be fine. So that is a repair done on my headphones. Thank God for that. Right. Headphones done. Right, thank you for watching. Take care. No, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. Right. Let's see what the Filthy MSX is up to. So, the Filthy MSX, I spent a bit of time working on it last night. I figured out, Ollie and I noticed when we were arsing about with it, I'll plug it in and you can hear it. I've already done the diagnosis, so I know what's going on and why. But I'll let you hear the problem. No, wrong. That was the slick. So what's happening is the PSG is getting clipped on the first stage of the amp. And the fix is simple. The fix is really simple. One inline cap. So I'm going to patch that and we're going to then try it. I've already done this, by the way, with a signal generator and a 1 kilohertz sine wave and everything, but yeah. But for this I actually do need the... Just a second. You can go off. So for this I do need the microscope, so... Let's see if I can figure out how to get this guy to turn on. Sorry for bumping the mic. It's right by the microscope. Come on, turn on. Maybe. When you do that, make sure the SEC PSG10 bus. They should, because the issue was that there's a DC offset and it's clipping against the power rail, so they'll still be the same volumes. But let's have a look. Why is that not on? Oh, come on. Aha. Right. See if we can bring you over this way. See if we can zoom out a wee bit. So the issue is, my God, that's out of focus. Okay, a 47K there. It's a 1-to-1 amp. So what I'm going to do is going to find a 1 nanofarad capacitor. In fact, I'm going to remove that cap right now. Let's go for it, and let's set our temperature back to normal because we were set to hairdryer mode. Right, hairdryer mode off. Let's find where that cap is. Put it in the center of the screen for you. So that resistor there. The one that looks like it's been at McDonald's. Oh, took you off as well. Right, when that happens, take your the hot air away. Oh, you're stuck to my finger. Do that. Right, I'll air off for now. I need to go and find a cap. This is the boring bit. Go and find a cap. I need to find either a 1 microfarad or a 1 nanofarad capacitor. Sorry, a 1 microfarad or 100 nanofarad capacitor. And we'll use that. The camera is just, it's the focal length is set by there. That's probably where you need it to be. So, oh, I've taken R19 off. I should have taken R18 off. Damn. Alright, well, I'll have a look for, having a look for the right cap value first, and then we'll come back to, we'll circle back to the issue. That looks okay. What could that be? 68 nanofarad. 100 nanofarad would be good. Picofarads, picofarads, picofarads. Come on, nanofarads. 68 nanofarads. 68 nanofarads. 4.7 nanofarad too low. Come on. Oh, this is where all the time goes in these projects. It's like you're hunting around for the right values. Right, I must have a big bag of other caps that are just something decoupling. Right, 1 microfarad, that'll do. 1 microfarad. Yeah, I need to dismantle that Hey CPU, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you. Oh, that's probably. But no, we'll just. Yeah, I want to use a lower value cap actually because I think it might filter off some of the higher end stuff. If I don't, so found 1 microfarad. Sorry, 100 nanofarad. Found 100 nanofarad. That'll do. Let's call it a day of that. And I'll grab one of these guys. And basically what I have to do now is figure out a way of making this in line with, in a patch with R18. And I've just screwed up and put R19 on there. And this should fix the problem. But let's see, here we go. Right, as stated, why 332? So it was 3.3. So yeah, okay. Let's fix this. Okay, that's the first problem fixed. Take that guy away. Let that all cool up. I'm just find a different angle to come at it from. Okay, you back. One, go back. Right. So I think what I'll do is there at R18 I will put this new cap across it like this and make the patch there just with a wee bit of solder. So if I can do this accurately, this will be great. I also need to put the proper amount of flux on here or things will go bad. Remember, Ollie, this is the proper amount of flux. Repeat after me, the proper amount of flux. Well, those two are humping. That's probably going to work. just want to look at that under. Ah, bastard, the tweezers. I got by the tweezers. Okay, that's probably not going to work actually. Damn. Proper amount of flux. Still good, so. That'll do. So that's a little bit to an angle, but that's working. So, oh sorry, hold on, let me get this iron off so I don't set myself on fire and my balls on fire. I don't want to set your balls. Don't set your balls on fire. That's a really bad idea. So now I'll just bridge that there with a bit of solder. And I mean, this is something so small, it's not even, I'm not worried about it in terms of, you know, patching the next revision or whatever. Right. Let's see if the sound works. If we have sound at all from the PSG, it will probably be okay. If not, we'll investigate the solder patch, but I'll do a sort of Rev 2B. Rev 2B would be like there's the same firmware, but you know, it's got a sort of passive or non-firmware type fix. So let's see what the sound is. So it still boots. I didn't think it wouldn't boot, to be honest, but let's grab the keyboard, plug it in. Oh, let's change to. No, flux is not conductive. It's corrosive, but it's not conductive. Okay, so we have no sound. Oh, that's interesting. So that is running. We should have some music there. So I'm shorting at the cap. That's interesting because last night I grabbed a cap and I'm getting nothing now. That's very odd. I think if flux was conductive, Lewis Rossman's channel would be a fail. Flux is very corrosive. It will eat things away pretty quickly, but right. So I don't know what's happened there because that cap should have done the job. Let me have a look at the circuit diagram and see if I've screwed up. I don't. Oh no, I haven't done it the way. No. I could have been stupid. If I've done it the way I think I've done it, then yeah, I've been pretty stupid. Right. Just give me a second and I'll bring up a schematic. It's just been one of those days where everything gets done in the end, but I've managed to make it into 6 times as much work as it needed to be. that's just my day. I'm gonna go and fall asleep in a minute. Yeah, that's exactly what I've done wrong. Let me show you guys. Where's Open Podcaster? Desktop. Right. So I was assuming that the PSG audio was coming in on this side, and I put the cap on this side, and then bridged it over to that, but it's actually on the other side. Well, right. Start again. Start again. So in other words, I've put the cap on the wrong side. I have to swap these around. Stupid. Being stupid. Yeah. Don't underestimate the predictability of stupidity. Right, we'll just GTF. Polarized cap, maybe, but it wouldn't have been a complete and utter fail like that. Right, the polarized cap. The sound characteristics would change, but it wouldn't be a complete fail. It's a complete fail because I'm an idiot. Now it says RIP. Yeah. It does indeed. So let's get a new cap, completely new cap. You put the brake on the accelerator. Exactly. Exactly, Dougal. I really laughed when I saw the Caravan today. Oh, come on. There we go. Put it at a little angle like that. Whoa. Now I need to go and find another resistor because that one is toast. Now it says RIP. It does indeed say RIP. Let's find a 1K. I got my big bucket of resistors now and I need to find, because I kind of screwed up. Oh, isn't watching my streams so much fun? They're so enlightening and so informative, and this is why I'm a terrible YouTuber and a terrible fire. $1K. 1 pint. 1 pint of milk. Morning, Mrs. Lees. Because the okay. The reason I'm proclaiming the SMD as toast is because they're glued together. I can't be arsed getting them apart. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I could recycle them. I could be the cause of, planetary destruction at this point, but honestly, I cannot be. Let's ask Chucky what he would do in that circumstance. What would you do, Chucky? I'm not convinced I'm making a connection there, but probably just more solder will be enough here, at least for a test. I mean, the SMD components can probably go through loads of reflows, but when you start getting to the point where you're trying to separate separate a 603 and a 1206 from each other. Right, that's definitely soldered. Where are we? Yeah, that's definitely soldered. Let's see if the sound is fixed first. And then we can make that prettier. The MSX boots, which is a good sign. There's been no fire. I can hear some sound. It feels like the PSG is alive. No, damn you, it's not alive. That's frustrating. That is frustrating. Could be that you're right about the polarized cap, but I would have expected to be hearing something. Alright, I think I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board and think about this. I was expecting that to actually work. Alright, we're coming up on an hour already. Jesus. Yeah, alright, sorry that wasn't more interesting. I'm going to have to go back and think about why that's not working. Let's shoot. We can go for a higher value cap, I guess. We can go one higher value cap. Just quickly. I don't have that game actually, but I don't have the game Vampire, so apologies. Well, I probably do on the multi-card. I could try it. Multi-card. Let's see if I can find the multi-card. I need to give this back to Ollie at some point. But I want to finish all the testing first. Otherwise I've been nagging him going, oh, does this game. So it's easier this way. Do you know what the game number is? What the card number is? Vampire. I have a Mega Flash ROM card here. I borrowed one from Ollie. I just want to know what the game would be. Magical Kid Wiz. I'm not seeing Magical Kid Wiz on this list. It's not on the Konami. Okay, no worries. Alright, that explains it. Alright, I'm back to the drawing board on that one. So, I'll have another go at that. And we'll go another round on that one tomorrow. And I have a bit of a I'll think about it. And so, let me see. It's not actually booting. Right. So this is the TF-MSX. Sorry, no, this is not the TF-MSX. This is the TF-4060, and it's it's next in the queue. I am actually doing some small amount of work on it. There's some issue with the IDE driver right now, and I'm going to work on that tomorrow. I will be online. I'm going to be online sometime tomorrow, and I'll just put the cam on and work on it. But I just thought I'd just get back into the habit of streaming and do a bit of an hour tonight, and since it's Saturday night after all. Alright, well, amazingly, thank you all for watching. I was expecting 3 people to turn up, but thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna have another crack of the whip tomorrow. I'll have another go at the MSX, and I'll have another go at the I'll start having a go on the at the Greeks. No, I mean, I'll have a go at the 4060. I promised I would do something for Eric Hemming, so we can start looking at that. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I'm hoping to get a couple of videos out in the next week. One for the trip to Ireland that I did last week, one for the dungeon update, and one for just a general update of everything on where everything is. So I have 3 videos in the editor, so they should be out at least one of them should be out in the next week, and then maybe get 2. Alright, thank you for watching. Take care.